So I didn't get to play through the event on there for you guys, but I can at least show you the documents and show you how Spider-Man plays like, and tell you my opinion on the character. I'll do that while playing as a character. First things first, let's check out his marketplace suits. Okay, some of them are hit or miss, like every other suit in the game. Like, okay, these two are just very weird. Weird color schemes. I'm sorry, they're not gonna look great. This is not that bad. This is just pretty much the Iron, well, ends the Earth suit, so it's not like that's a big issue. People are always drawn towards this suit because they're saying it's like some form of Venom suit. I don't think that was their intent, but I mean, you do you and all that. If that encourages you to buy the costume, I guess that's it. Oh well. These two suits are pretty much badass. I like this one too. I also kind of have a soft spot for this one. I'm not buying these suits. I might buy some more suits. This suit I do not like. If you're gonna make the big time suit, make the big time suit. Like, come on, man. It's a badass suit. You don't have to like do a repaint. Give us the big time suit. And like the big time suit could be like 3 repaints on its own anyways. This suit, I kind of love it. I always thought that Noir Spider needed like a red and blue version suit. And this kind of just satisfies that for me. I mean, I kind of like it. It looks like something that you get from a mod. But, yeah, I kind of like it. I like this suit, too. This suit's okay. I do not like this suit. It looks weird to me. Like, it just looks weird to me. I don't know if it's because the eyes are red. Or it's because the red's going straight down. But I don't know. What's your guys' opinions on that? I always have a soft spot for black and white suits, so I'm gonna give that suit a pass. This suit's pretty okay. The suit, there was a lot of unnecessary changes, but I think they were for the better. It does look a lot better now. I do like it. But yeah, Spider-Man suits, like every other superhero in this game, has a lot of hit and misses. I still see it was a missed opportunity to give us the Ditko suit. And it is just an easy repaint. Just give me one sec. So that's my lineup if you guys want to see that. But okay. Let's go play as a character, show some dialogue, and play in a couple missions with the character. There are no story missions for this character whatsoever. There might be in a long run, but his story has been told by dialogues and cutscenes. I can't show you the cutscenes, but I can show you like the audio files. So you guys might actually like that. The event's pretty easy to get through. Not gonna lie. If you're like me and like to pace yourself through stories, it is somewhat easy to get through. Except for one thing that just pissed me off, but that's because like Marvel's Avengers is known for being unclear for the instructions on how to do certain things. So that's why it frustrated me. And also I kind of, one thing I do wish though, if they can give us the ability to select how many people we can have in our team. Like if we want only 3 people or 2 people or just 1, they should give us that ability too. I do not like that Black Panther suit. It's because of the diamonds on it, at least. Oh yeah, I was playing as Black Panther for a little while. Yes, there's other characters I'll play as, okay? Wait, let's see if you see. Alright, perfect opportunity. Okay, Spider-Man will usually be here if he's in the Chimera.
Hi, Black Panther. I mean, sir.
And...
I think I can make this place work. Just let me string up a web hammock and we're good to go. It's actually pretty comfortable.
He's supposed to be hanging off a web, but I don't know if they are planning on changing that. But if they do fix that, they do. So that's something. Oh shit, wrong one. My bad. Okay, honestly, this is strictly business at this moment. But okay. Check to see the mic goes on. Alright, but this is Spider-Man right here. Him in his glory. I did have a theory that they were going to just put this as an event room for Spider-Man, but I was wrong, so that sucks. Like, they should be giving the Avengers their own rooms. I'm just saying. Just makes sense. But
You know, I think I saw you once swinging around through Hell's Kitchen when you were first starting out.
You did? Oh man, you should have said hi.
Well, I was a little preoccupied. I'm sort of lying in a dumpster.
Oh, that was you.
I know a lot of people didn't like the idea of the voice actor being changed for Spider-Man. I honestly do not know why. Honestly, I was hoping for him to cash out on Josh Keaton. Because Josh Keaton is like my favorite Spider-Man of all time. And... yeah, well, that's pretty much that. So... this is his gear. This is his melee gear piece, which is just basically a gauntlet that you work with. Trying to get a 5-star web defect web shooter for range. I do not like the frost attack. And then, well, you know, defense gear, and then heroic gear, which is his eyes. So that's something. And now let's check out the rest of his suits. I paid to unlock his challenge card, but we got amazing suits like this. This I actually do like. It looked weird at first, but then I kind of like it. This suit's absolutely beautiful. I think this is the best work Marvel's Avengers has ever done when it comes to a redesign for a character. They just pretty much just modernized the classic Spidey suit, and you guys gotta respect that. Like, this looks brilliant. I wish they did like a unique back emblem, but I kind of understand why they didn't. Then we got this right here. Looks weird. I'm not gonna justify that. Now this suit, the negative zone suit. This looks pretty. I like it. It looks cool. Then we got suits like this, which are just, you know. This suit's actually based off of a comic book. Okay? It's based off of a comic book design. So if people want to talk about invert colors, Spider-Man's the one superhero that you can actually do that with. Because he does have some suits that are just basically invert colors. And, okay, now, well, I was talking about the Ditko suit, right? Like, this could be the classic suit, and then it could have the Ditko suit. The Ditko suit, I would say, like, change the eyes, turn the blue on there black, and then make that spider a light blue. Because that's actually how the costume looked like. but you know, they do have some red and black costumes if you guys are a big fan of red and black Spider-Man. Personally, I don't like this because the purple looks... Okay, the black looks very purpley and sex dungeon-y. It looks like he's wearing leather pants. It looks like Spider-Man's studying to be a dominatrix. If you guys like that, that's okay. It's not my cup of tea. And viewers already know about my feeling of this suit. This suit just looks weird. Then there's the Bugle Boy suit. Where does that mask go to? Who, like, I know it's not this one because there's not enough detailing on it. So, where does this mask go to? Did he redesign a whole different mask just in case if he wants to go out and do something else? Like, at that point, it's a little weird. And me, I analyze every detail and anything, so it's like bugs me the most. I'm downright almost done getting him ranked up because I'm gonna get this all ranked up and all of that. I'm not gonna focus on these. Yeah, I'm gonna actually build up my skill points. And he's one of the characters I would actually buy the takedowns for because he's heavily takedown inspired. So, might as well have a bunch of unique takedowns just in case. I haven't bought this one yet, but I will at some point. It's just the one I just cut off, so. I choose kimono beads or kimono bands for his artifact. You do have a huge selection, but that's the artifact that I picked. I might end up changing it with the Nornstone, but that's if I really want to, but I kind of don't. I don't know. Maybe he has a comic series. They should have given him that, but they might wait until a little while. Because they should at least have him have like his own little comic page, because there's no hints at it in these. And I think people would like to see some comic books, because these right here, just, to me, it looks like reading recommendations. Something that people would like to read. That's why I like picking these out, or like looking at them, because then you can look for specific issues. I know what specific issues look like, and these should be like specific preferences. I do not know why they haven't given us that suit yet. That suit would be awesome for Hawkeye. And a comic book accurate Hawkeye suit wouldn't hurt, but it's whatever. I do not think we're gonna get the Extremis suit. For the sole purpose of, you know, Mark III and all that. The Mark III Iron Man suit was heavily inspired by that, so I don't think they're gonna give us that suit. Sadly enough. But who knows, it will change. Alright, but like I said, Spider-Man's story is told by dialogues in here. Which, yeah, it's Spidey versus AIM. I will not play these. I might have a video where I play them all, but honestly, I think you guys want to uncover this story on your own. So I'm not going to play that for you. I don't know why they put less effort on his than anyone else's. Like, they could have done, like, his first appearance and all that. And at least try to add some of his other suits in here. But I don't know why they didn't. Like, a lot of it's John Romita Jr. And that is weird because Like, people like me, I grew up with Mark Bagley's era of comic books. Well, not Mark Bagley's Ultimate Spider-Man era of comic books. I didn't grow up with Mark Bagley's Amazing Spider-Man run. Sorry, I'm not that old. I am 19. But, yeah. Like, actually, I grew up with John Romita Jr., but it wasn't really the comic books I read. I read the Ultimate Spider-Man. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. uh... There's one little issue I have with Spider-Man, and it's not really a big one. It's, okay, as soon as when he came out, a lot of people will just non-stop play him and not play any other Avengers, and it does break the immersion of the game, at least in my opinion. So I could sit there and, like, go, you know, I'm gonna start a mission, right? And it's nothing but Spider-Man. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't usually play multiplayer for reasons like that. Oh, I should also let you know. When you first find Spider-Man, you'll be right here, but you investigate this little web right here to unlock him. It is now permanent on here. I don't think that's a big deal. I like the little architecture, but they could have done something else. Like, let's say anytime when Spider-Man's here, you like have like all Avengers have their own little like minor interaction here. Black Panther doesn't because he has his own little fucking outpost. So if people want to get all petty about it, they can get over it. Black Panther literally has his own outpost. But no, like, if Spider-Man's here, like, there would be, like, a thing of pizza right here. That would be awesome. Or they should have given Spider-Man his own little room. Because we knew for a fact he wasn't going to have an outpost. Because it would be too much work on a DLC character. Or too much work for an exclusive character. My bad. My apologies. One other thing, I like how they work with Spider-Man in this. He does act like Peter Parker, unlike Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. You don't see him go up to Tony and go, "Oh, Mr. Stark, I need oh, Mr. Stark, you taste so good. Please, fuck my butthole." He's actually
I could just track your movements through security cameras in New York and figure out your identity, right? I have the technology.
All the guys I beat up are mad scientists. You really think I don't have a contingency plan for random hackers?
Wow. Random hacker. Huh? That hurts.
Spider's kind of sassy towards Tony Stark. And that's how I would actually see him to be. In the comic books, Spider-Man's actually quite turned off by Tony Stark. He often finds him that he's full of shit 90% of the time, and Tony has a kind of an asshole way of doing shit. That's why Spider-Man has issues with him. But, like, I know for a fact they were never going to do something like that, because then it's just him being a dick for no reason. Especially with Tony, who's been through a lot. So I know for a fact they were never going to do that. So this is like a decent change of pace. He is somewhat childish, which I mean, I get that. Spider-Man is kind of a childish superhero, but he does take his responsibilities very serious, and he does take human lives very seriously. He does joke around, but he doesn't joke around to the point that he's just, you know, getting in his own way. Which that is something very important to look at. There was a huge missed opportunity for this game, which I think they're gonna fix it later. Which the missed opportunity was Spider-Man does not have an iconic mission. Which, my opinion, the iconic mission is different from a story mission. An iconic mission can have no pull onto the story whatsoever. It could just be unfinished business for that superhero. So I would say, like, Spider-Man having an iconic mission would have made sense. But, you know, they might put that out in the long run. And they might do, because they do have a villain for Spider-Man, Spencer Smythe, which he is the Spider Slayer. People are like, oh, Mark Raxon's definitely the big-time villain. Actually, no, he was the red herring. Because he turns out that he was doing this for selfless reasons. So, I would say Spencer Smythe would be the best option. I wasn't gonna expect someone like Dr. Octopus or Green Goblin or shit like that. I was expecting someone
Avengers, with your help, we've managed to zero
somewhat
in on a major AIM research
important, but
facility.
somewhat not.
Take it out. You carpet bomb the area to solve
So,
it.
yeah.
And everyone goes boots on the ground to do as much damage as we can. Jarvis, will you be able to cut off their network access?
Yes. Any AIM project data you destroy on site will be gone forever.
Excellent. This is our chance to hit Monica where it hurts, right in her precious research. I'll send my best agents to help keep local security busy.
A simple, direct plan.
Jarvis, how hot do you think this area will be?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s bombing run probably won't damage AIM structures, but should help slow their security response somewhat.
Alright. But no, don't quote me on this. There might be a villain sector for Spider-Man at some point. But I highly doubt that would be anytime soon. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I suggest a direct approach. Enter the facility through the main entrance.
I'm impressed AIM are able to mask facilities such as these from satellite detection.
I'm getting reports that our bombing
Alright.
run started some fires in the facility. Nothing big yet, but they'll spread.
I should be able to open the gate if you get to the terminal I've marked on your
Now it's up for some gameplay, okay? Okay, Spider-Man, unlike other Avengers, he does play very differently. He does have his own web slinging, which
Avengers are on their way.
I think we can take these guys.
if you played Spider-Man PS4,
Really brought this on yourself. My turn.
give me one sec. I think the volume was too high, so I want to make sure that there's no echo. Sorry, my cat's fucking with my aim. Shit, fucked up. Spider-Man has his own way of grappling. So that's something that's important to look at. Okay, this does look weird.
Didn't take AIM long at all to target you.
They were prepared, that's for sure.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna...
AIM sent a team to take you out, and not in a fun dinner and movie kind of way. We need to take care of them first. Send us their location.
Alright. Okay, I did say don't compare the Spider-Man to Insomniac because it was gonna play very different, but apparently they did make him play somewhat like Insomniac's version of Spider-Man, just so you were still familiar with the character. Alright. Spider-Man can perch. If you can see right here, he can perch, so that's pretty cool. He does have a grappling ability, as you guys can see. You just press triangle. He does have a web blossom too, so... Oh, thank God for you running into that. Oh shit. Oh well, we just whooped some serious ass over there. Alright. But no, Spider-Man does play very differently.
There's the team. Nothing fancy. Let's bring him down hard.
I would say if I had to compare him to anyone, I'd say a faster Black Panther. Or a little more smoother Black Panther. I fucking hate those things. Alright, give me one sec. Gotta be a little bit of range for a little while. Take out this guy's shield.
You got them.
Oh yeah, one other thing.
Anyone get some photos? I'm working on a scrapbook.
Enemy neutralized.
Something that's really important, and if you guys really want to know, that would actually give you a heavy advantage in this game as Spider-Man. Have the web defect on your melee and your range. I have frost on mine, so that does somewhat help. It just slows them down. But I want to get 5-star. Actually, I can use that 5-star. It's not like it's going to affect anything. But the reason why, because you're not going to always be able to just one-shot them, and it does take forever to fucking web them up. So it's always better to have a little extra security on that. Especially because it does help with takeout. It does help with takedowns too, so. I will also have to say Spider-Man's... Okay. Spider-Man's dodge technique is a lot easier to play with as well. If you guys really want to know, the web tether really doesn't do shit. If you guys really want me to show you. It does it if you hold on to it. But, you know...
Aim assassin down.
Oh yeah, he does have his own little launch too. It's a lot easier to dodge with Spider-Man than it is with any other character. Like, trust me, when it came to me playing with Captain America not too long ago, I get, like, the dodge just felt weird to me.
Apparently that was the last.
Like, it wasn't as smooth as Spider-Man's was, so that's something that's important. There is ups and downs of his gameplay, though. I will admit that. Does take a little bit to get used to. Like, you get used to it.
Stay alert, Avengers.
You just...
AIM still has a lot
You're solid.
Let them come.
Don't... Like, I know a lot of people will get butthurt over... how his web... Okay, how this looks. To me, it doesn't look that... Okay, it looks a lot nicer now. It doesn't look as weird. But I think that's because of the different suit change. So I'd say don't blame that on the game, blame that on the suit.
Watch your backs out there. AIM's stepping up their game.
And anyone who has ever played a Marvel game before, you would know the suit does make a difference.
Okay, they look interesting. Watch out for new tricks.
Tricks are all they have when measured against an Avenger. While you defeat AIM's forces, I will hack into their systems and destroy their data.
Thank you, Hulk, for...
I feel bad about this. And it's gone.
Alright. See what I mean? See, it makes dodging a lot easier. And by the way, I don't have to direct it. Sometimes I really don't have to direct it. All I have to do is just press the button. That one I fucked up.
Nice work, Avengers.
Oh shit.
It is below your current position.
Well, I got it.
Time to show them what we've got.
Okay, the aiming with any character is very weird, so that's something that you should always important to look at. I'm not gonna sit there and say it's not, but it is something that important to note. aiming's always gonna be weird. It's not like you're gonna always have like this auto aim onto it. Like there might be a way to change that, but I'm not gonna sit there and fuck with my settings. Because if I fuck with my settings, I can end up fucking with my play, like how my gameplay, and then I can fuck up something that I'm used to. And that's not something that's important. Like, it could be better at the long run, but then it's like slowing me down on missions, and I can't afford to end up having to pace myself for playing a mission that I should be good at playing. I will show you the emotes in just a second. Here's one of them. Where he literally just sit on his phone and just text.
Wait. My monitoring team detected a huge data burst.
It appears to be a weaponized mech.
We need to take it down. Hard.
You usually stand up pretty soon. There you go. Now he stands up.
Hey, look! New friends!
But no, the webbing... Okay, web slinging is kind of fun to do. It is sky swinging, so...
You wanna just give up while you're
It
ahead?
really isn't that big of a deal in my eyes.
Suit yourself.
At least his unique playability, and I would consider him something like another flyer. Oh fuck.
Bring it down. Weak point detected.
See that look like? Alright. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, always expect to overshot your... Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest. Always expect to overshot at some point. Oh yeah, and if you're able to fuck off.
It would be great if these guys would stop hitting me.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What the fuck is with everybody? God damn. Are you fucking kidding me? Come here, you piece of shit. Oh, no, 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 no. Fuck. Listen here, you overgrown. Okay, who's shooting missiles? Where's that overgrown cum dumpster at? Fuck! Okay, my bad. That's why. Like I said, always expect over. There you go.
This sends a message to AIM. We're coming for them.
One thing that's important. Spider-Man's range isn't really good for shit. It's good for trapping, but that's pretty much it.
Head back. For real this time.
Me too. That felt good.
But what do you actually expect? It's not going to be like something like heavy attacks. It's going to be weaker. His main attacks, he's going to be known for more melee attacks. Trapping and heavy attacks up front. Which is very important to note.
Nothing like carpet bombing AIM, smashing up their stuff to help a person feel like they've had a productive day.
You said it, Commander. Thanks again, everyone.
The more we hammer AIM's research, the weaker they'll get.
Works for me.
Alright. Alright, let's go to the anthill real quick. So I could show you some things. I'll show you one thing that bugged me. If there's a reason behind it, trust me, there's always a reason why something will bug me. Doesn't bug me much anymore because I kind of realized why they did it. Well, I'll show you why it bugs me. And it does bug me as much because the MCU did it too. It bugs me when anybody does this. So we go to the hill, I'll show you why. Look at this. This is not Liz Allen. Liz Allen's a white blonde girl. This is not Liz Allen. This is MCU Liz Allen. I don't care what anyone says. This is not Liz Allen. Granted, they race swapped her in the Spectacular Spider-Man 2. They made her a Mexican female, a teenage Mexican girl, but they still kept true to the character because how she was she bullied Peter Parker. Like she was Peter's biggest. Like Peter had a huge crush on her, but she would bully him because she was dating Flash Thompson, and she was a cheerleader. She was very snobbish. Now she's full-blown fucking scientist, and it bugs me. It fucking bugs me, especially when they race swap the character. There's no reason for it. And like Mark Raxon, not even he's race swapped. He is 100% white. So I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, you will see a picture of him at some point. I don't know, it bugs me, but like when they always race swap a character, it always bugs me. Like if there's like an actual justified reason, then yeah, but there's never a justified reason. And people sit there and try to use like there's barely any black people in comic books. I'm like, no, there's tons of black people in comic books. Like, especially Marvel. Marvel is okay. Marvel represents everybody. There's always a superhero for everybody. There's always a superhero for everybody. Wrongfully accused. Okay, if you're wrongfully accused of crimes and dealt with shit, and you've always had that need to make a change in your neighborhood, Luke Cage. If you are heavily about responsibility and want to change the world, so nothing bad happens to anyone else after it happened to you, Spider-Man. Feeling guilty of doing stupid shit that you shouldn't have done, Iron Man. Extremely righteous, Captain America. Always feel like that dark side. We always had that urge to take everyone else out because the world has shit on you, so why not shit back? The Punisher.
Your time. I'll just be here.
Like, there's a superhero for everybody.
Oh, that makes way more sense than my guess.
There's a superhero for everybody. There is no need to change any superhero. If you want my pure honesty. There is no just reason of changing the superheroes' rights.
I'm giving you a round of applause. In my head.
I mean, if you think that there's a justified reason, then you can sit there and you can pretend that there is, but honestly, to me, there isn't. Especially when it comes to like changing superheroes' personality traits. That bugs me the most. Like, and if anyone really wants to know, like, if people sit there and say, like, oh, well, Spider-Man's not written to be white, so why is he always white? It's like, he is written to be white. As soon as when you see him as a white guy, that means he was written to be white. And if you really want to see Spider-Man in New York, Spider-Man's mounted down as Queens, right? The gangsters in Queens, and, like, anyone who's kind of douchey in Queens? New York, okay, Queens, New York. The majority are white people. The majority of poor people are white people in Queens. That makes the majority, even back in the 60s at least. I don't know now, but yeah, that's what happened. Hell, the gangsters there were fucking white. Queens was fucking flat out. It was the white ghetto. How about that? White ghetto. White poor town and all that shit. That's why people make fun of Queens, because they're like, you know, you're oh goddamn, you're such a white guy, and all that shit. I've actually heard people say that. Like, I've met someone who was from Queens, and said that they were made fun of by people from like Brooklyn, Jersey, because how white the neighborhood he lived in was. So, like, seriously. Like, it might have changed in the long run, but I personally don't think so, so I mean, if it did, it did. Like, if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just saying what I heard. Don't shoot the messenger.
You got a sec?
What do you mean? I've been helping you this entire fucking time. See?
I do it myself, but I don't do field work anymore. Not since S.H.I.E.L.D.
Alright, so... But no, that bugs me. It's whatever at this point. Alright, so let's do the one other mission. Okay. Oh. You guys are probably wondering why I'm up so early, or why I'm not, like, why am I not getting ready for work and all that, because it's currently around 1 o'clock where I'm at, or maybe it's 3. The reason for that is I rolled my ankle, and I kind of can't be on it an entire time, so, you know, I can't go to work, and I work the morning shift usually on weekends, so I'm not capable of going to work until Tuesday. Granted, I did went to the hospital just to get my x-rays because someone was actually afraid because they saw a big bruise on it. They thought I might have broken it. I don't think so. I think I personally tore a muscle. I think I tore a couple of muscles. I literally rolled my ankle for missing a step. If I broke my ankle by doing that, holy shit. That was some pent-up aggression.
Avengers are happy to assist, Theo.
But no, that's what sucks, but it's whatever. Ah, fuck. I tapped it. I have it wrapped up, and I do have a thing of crutches right next to me, too. I can walk on it pretty fine. It's just, like, they don't want me to put any weight on it. I'm more than happy to walk. I'm more than happy to fucking walk. It doesn't bug me. Like, I mean, it hurts like a bitch, but, you know, you guys know me, I'm a fucking G. I'll fucking fight through the pain. Batman ain't got shit on me. I do like the coloring on that costume, though.
There is a group of
I have never been turned off by the costume designs. Kind of weirded out that they didn't give us anything like the black suit. I can understand why they did armor suits, because that's like the one thing they're really good at. They're not really good at doing spandex suits. By the way, I will be boosting up Spider-Man so I can do the raid with him. And if I'm gonna do the raid, I'm not gonna do it with like 4 different fucking Spider-Men. Like, I know that's too much to ask, so I'm probably gonna end up doing the raid all by myself. But, you know, if people want to do the raid with me, just let me know. There we go.
The guard post is unaware of our presence in the area, but the path to the entrance is very narrow. Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
I mean, I had to say though, it does feel like a nice change of pace playing as Spider-Man with other places to go to. Oh fuck. Fuck off, dude. Alright, let's get this done. Like, originally I was gonna play through the event if it had an actual story that would be playthrough and all that, but they don't really have that. I mean, at some point, if they do, I mean, if things change, things change. Oh yeah, there's a spider jump for ya. I mean, when push comes to shove, I would say this is actually a really good idea. And Crystal Dynamics says, depending on how well received Spider-Man is, they might do future hero events.
The abomination clone we're looking for was
and they might expand upon them too. Which hero event, that's why I kind of see them as like minor expansions. And I would see as more of an effective strategy on adding more characters. Like, I would say best characters for hero events would be like people like Falcon, Luke Cage, if they're gonna do singular characters like that. But I would say expansions and operations should be like for villain sectors, stories, and something like that. Something that I would like to see is a operation with Daredevil as the main hero and a villain sector of Kingpin. Because that would also give us a Spider-Man villain too. People are like, no, like when I pitched this idea, people are like, no, it has to be Bullseye. It has to be Bullseye. No, fuck Bullseye. I'd say give Spider-Man another villain. Give him Kingpin. Or if you want to do like Bullseye and Kingpin, that would work. I'm not going to be opposed to that. But it's like, I'd rather have Kingpin. Because the Avengers have fought Kingpin before. And he has taken them down before. Kingpin isn't just some guy in a suit. He does have super strength. So I hope people know this.
Fatty's up ahead. Let's go say hello.
I did thought of an Armor Wars idea, which will have like 2 villains and one new one new superhero, which would be War Machine. Like, you can still play as Spider-Man. Oh, you can still play as Iron Man. But, you know, if you really want to, you could play as War Machine too. The Armor War story I thought of would imply Iron Man and Rhodey. Yeah, fuck off, Cap. Mine, not yours.
It's those AIM people you're talking about.
Get your own bad guy. Oh shit.
Can't see it under the mask. Totally right.
By the way, I like to think that the hunters in Wakanda were created by Spencer Smythe to be a attacker for Spider-Man, originally known as Spider Slayers, but you know, Monica decided to rebrand them
Is there anything in AIM's database on how
because she thought they would be better off fighting people in Wakanda
their notes are sparse.
and good for her tracking down vibranium. And Monica does seem like that kind of person who would take over like that on people's inventions. Oh shit. Hold on, my grandfather decided to wake up.
That's all she wrote, test
kids.
out my new webs anyway. Time to show them what we've got. Hey, look! New friends!
Alright. Turn back on my mic. By the way, I just noticed the spider is blue.
Thank you for participating in this experiment, Avengers.
I mean, it's a
I'm
very
sure the
rude
data
choice,
I'm about
but
to
I
gather
mean,
will
it's
be
whatever.
most Informative.
You're bluffing. You've only got one move, Doc, and it's never gonna work on the Avengers.
But I do like how Spider-Man looks in this. People are like, oh, he's too skinny. Like, actually, Spider-Man fits the typical body type. Like, people are like, oh, he's built like Andrew Garfield. Actually, Andrew Garfield had the most accurate body type for Spider-Man. Spider-Man isn't supposed to be a bulky fucking dude, okay? He is pretty scrawny and he is 5'10". He's not like short.
Just give up when you're ahead? No? Suit yourself.
So people want to say like, oh, technically he is short, depending on your perspective. But people are like, oh, Spider-Man needs to be like 6 feet and shit like that. No, he's not. He is supposed to be 5'10", which is an average adult male height. That's why I'm keeping my distance, by the way. That's the other reason.
My bad.
I know it's not gonna do as much damage, but I had to keep my distance. Oh shit, I actually took blunt force that shit. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't give us Crossbones as a villain sector. It wouldn't make sense. Like, if you're not gonna give us, like, someone like Claw as a villain sector, you should have at least given us Crossbones. Which this game is in desperate need for more villain sectors. People are already burnt out. Like, people don't like fighting the aimbots. Like the new giant ones, and people are already burnt out by the Maestro. Like, Maestro was fun to fight once in a while. Oh shit. I should actually get out of the way.
The abomination clone
Voila.
is defeated. Well done, Avengers.
That was painful. Alright. Now, what do I... Okay. What suits do I think that they're going to put in this game at some point?
Okay, sorry if this sounds a little too unprofessional, but that was intense. Clone abominations are no joke. You all did an awesome job. It was a pleasure to watch you work. I was taking notes. It's probably not the last time we see one of AIM's clone nasties.
Alright, so... What do I want to see for Spider-Man in the future? Because I know there's gonna be some other shit for him at some point. Like, Sony did ask for an exclusive character. I think they're gonna milk it for what it's worth. And from what I found out, and this is a rumor, Crystal Dynamics might, like this has been said by someone who supposedly works for Crystal Dynamics. They said Spider-Man might be, depending on how well received he is, they might make a deal with Microsoft to have him be in there. Will be in their version of the game too, which would make him multi-console, so he can have impacts on stories too, as his own little story. Which, this is someone who supposedly works at Crystal Dynamics. That's what they said. Don't get your hopes up. Immediately, I do have to say this. You, like, for Spider-Man fans themselves, don't fucking get your hopes up. Because if you assume that, you are just... God, you're setting yourselves up for failure. But it is something that might look at, too. Like, if it does get confirmed. Like, I know for a fact that Spider-Man is a trial period, and if they do, like, how these hero events work, they might do that for more characters. Which would be awesome, by the way. I should let you know that how awesome that would actually be. Now, stuff for it comes to suits, because every Marvel suit, like, every superhero has to have their, like, own version of suits, so... I'm gonna upgrade this first. I like that. I have a gear piece that does that, so I'm gonna do this because it's just a flashy thing. I might like it. I might do that afterwards, but actually no, that right there. That's gorgeous. I'm gonna use that. I mean, I like the spider signal thing, but no, I'm waiting for twos on that. Oh yeah, one thing you should always do in any game. Get rid of the purple. Like, in all honesty, fuck purple. If I had the ability to outlaw a fucking color, it would be purple. I'm kidding. I'd never outlaw the color purple. And store your gold set of gear. There's a reason behind that. might not be useful now, but might be useful in a later period. Especially when it comes to upgrading suits. So, you know what? I'm storing those. Anything here that would boost me up. That will. Oh shit. Oh well. Wait a minute. Let's go get some of those.
Heroes the world over sing of my quality wares.
Oh, so you guys only sell gear now? That's fucking sucks. Boo on you. Oh, this is not Spider-Man related, but I'm actually happy that they finally done this. That's fucking gorgeous. They gave us the classic Miss Marvel costume. I might not be able to get it now, but I will get it at some point, and I will enjoy the fuck out of that. This right here, though, if they would have made the white parts red, this suit would have been perfect. Just saying. They didn't, so it kind of looks stupid to me. This is pretty much okay in my eyes. This kind of either looks like a stealth suit or like a War Machine suit. Like a slick War Machine suit. Well, no, they brought back a lot of old suits that were just like being deleted. But, okay, so... suits I want to see for Spider-Man. Obviously, the obvious one is the black suit. I'm sorry, there has to be a black suit because people are gonna bitch mode and complain if they don't get the black suit. So it's like, just get that so we can actually have everyone shut the fuck up about it. Like, make it look extremely crappy, I don't care. Fucking just reuse this if you guys really want to. As long as they get their black suit, they're happy. Okay, it's something else. I would like to see a Ditko suit. I'm sorry, like, I'm a red and blue fan, but there's some people who prefer red and black. And doing a color swap of this would be just make more sense, like turn to blue black and then make the back spider blue. There we go, Ditko suit. I mean, this suit is heavily John Romita Sr. though. So I hope people realize that. This is heavily John Romita Sr. This one I can see some aspects of Steve Ditko. This one is just heavily John Romita Sr. And this is something that they just completely swapped out and changed, and I like it. I really don't have any problem with it. Still looks like Spider-Man. So I will give this a plus. I might use the suit in the long run though, because I do like the suit. I do like suits that do this. Actually, no, this actually kind of just reminds me of. I know this is supposed to be the all-new different suit, which actually, surprisingly enough, that was one of my favorite Spider-Man suit. I'm surprised they didn't keep it, but I mean, it's whatever. Some suits I do want to see. I know people are like pitching like Tobey Maguire suit and Andrew Garfield suit. I'm gonna say no. Personally, this is not a Spider-Man oriented game. You're probably never gonna see those suits in this game. Maybe the MCU suits, but I don't think that you're going to see those suits in this game. Maybe Tom Holland suits. I don't think you should be hoping for them. And if you guys expect them, then you guys are delusional. I'm sorry, you guys are fucking delusional. Just sorry, it's the truth. What the ew. God, no. Fuck you. Fuck the guy who ever made that. Actually, what they could do is give us spider armor. Make the silver red. Make the inner black piece blue. Keep some parts of it black. Make the spider... keep the spider black and then keep the eyes silver. I think people will think that would be pretty cool. I would think it's pretty cool. I mean, it would be pretty much be something like this, so... This reminds me of a... If you guys really want to know what this reminds me of? This legit reminds me of... like, this Lego Build-A-Figure Spider-Man thing that you can get. I could try to remember what they were called. Like, there were these Bionicles, there we go. There's a Bionicle Spider-Man. Some of their suits I want to see. I don't see the Noir suit, so I don't know if that's like a suit that you can get in a game. I don't know if they're planning on putting in the marketplace or some shit. But, I mean, give us the Noir suit. Scarlet Spider and Spider-Man Beyond as well. I would like to see Spider-Man Beyond suit. Mainly because I like that suit and I believe it does deserve to be recognized in the game. And it is a red and blue suit, so I hope people realize that it is a red and blue suit. Don't make it red and black. I swear to God, if you make it red and black, you deserve to get fucking herpes. Like hell, they even kept the color scheme on this. And people are like, well, they did. No, it is red and black. Actually, if you look on the little detailing right there, it is blue. So, yeah, they did keep the detailing. In certain lighting that does, like there is blue on it. Not heavily blue, but there is some blue on it. They just swapped out the shoulders for black. And yeah, you could actually do see the blue on it in this lighting. What other suits? I mean, in all honesty, I know we're never gonna get a Peter Parker suit in this game because I highly doubtful, but I would say battle damage Spider-Man. Like maybe like a broken eye piece so you could see his eye and some shit. Like battle damage, that would be pretty badass. I would say either do it with that one or do it with this one. I would say do it with this one though. And one other suit, Superior Spider-Man, hands down more important than anything else. There needs to be a Superior Spider-Man. Alright, so those are suits I want to see, at least. I think the first suit they're probably going to give us, though, will be the No Way Home suit. I mean, I think it would be stupid, but, you know, they're going to take any opportunity they can to promote that game or promote that movie. And Spider-Man's already appearing on Fortnite, so that's... I can't wait to hear that, though. When people go, it's the guy from Fortnite. Shut the fuck up, you little furt. Shit, like, shut the fuck up, you little bitch. I honestly believe that there is a suit that there is a fucking there is a hotline for parents that want to commit suicide over their kids, saying it's the guy from Fortnite. Like, I honestly just expect that. I know it's hopeless. I know it's mean to say that, but it's just honest.
We're going to need to move up the timetable with Dr. Pym. He thought he had the leverage to deliver an ultimatum about our research with the inhuman subjects. As such, I've concluded that his usefulness as a willing ally has reached its natural end. I want him picked up before he hits the parking lot.
My cat's meowing at me.
Use your best discretion. He's already running hot after his moral crisis and likely to behave irrationally when cornered. Gloves off at your discretion. There's a cell prepped, third shielded sub-basement. Relocate him and report back. We will have a limited amount of time before a missing persons report is filed, and I have some creative bookkeeping and asset transfers to accomplish. If all goes as planned, we'll have majority ownership of his company, and he'll be legally declared dead. We already got more than our investment out of Dr. Pym. Now we just take him off the board for a few years.
Void Tech. King T'Chaka. Actually, I'll play some dialogue for you.
Okay. Welcome to the Get the Avengers to Like Me thread.
I think they already like you?
I don't know. I think I caught Iron Man glaring at me in the lab.
That's just his face. Promise. But let me think. Oh, can you bake? I hear he likes snickerdoodles.
Yeah, me and ovens aren't really on good terms. That's why I mostly rely on dollar pizza and halal food trucks.
Oh man, I would kill for a gyro right now.
Focus, Jersey. How do I get them to like me? Or at least tolerate me?
I don't really think you have anything to worry about. Widow trusts you, so Cap trusts you. Tony and Bruce are science bros, so if you talk nerdy to them, they'll adopt you in a heartbeat. And Thor likes everyone, so that's not really an issue. You're panicking over nothing. Promise.
I guess. Just didn't really
My
expect
cat's
superhero
bugging
work
me
to
because she
involve
wants
so much
attention.
Socializing. I was never any good at all
Kitty,
those
kitty,
networking
kitty.
workshops.
Hey, if it's any help, I like you. We're gonna be best of friends, Spidey. Just you wait.
You know I was serious about this being a one-time thing, right? I'm not planning on sticking around.
Yeah, I totally believe you. Winky face.
If you got, like, after you guys finish the story, and if you guys want me to explain what I think is going to happen with Spider-Man, I'll let you know then. But until then, I would say Spider-Man is a reserved Avenger. I'll explain my perspective on the story later, if you guys want to. But I'm not going to sit there and spoil the story for you guys, because you guys might like to do the story on your own. And make your own perspective on it. Because he does stick around. And the Avengers, like, this is a second home for all the Avengers, so. What I think, though, is, like, the Avengers take turns on being on duty and shit, and that's why.
Sending out our requisitions list.
I do say this because it wasn't talked about in the story. It was hinted at, but okay, Spider-Man has been around since A-Day. Alright, so he started out when he was Hold on, hold on. I can't remember, so I'm just gonna...
Spidey.
Give me one sec.
I never know.
Start around
Been
8A.
favoring your right side when you fight. Opponents might exploit that if you're not careful.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, my combat training is kinda non-existent. Been relying on instinct for the most part.
How have you survived this long?
Spider sense. And then humor to cover up for the sheer panic.
Alright. Since Spider-Man started out in 15 to 16, so... And originally he was going to call himself Black Widow Man, but then, you know, yada yada yada. They hinted at the Black Widow Man thing. With Black Widow and all that, so that's something. But, in Spider-Man's case, though, so it says 15 or 16, and it's been 5 years, so calculate that. Spider-Man's either 20 or 21. So he is college age. So he's not a teenager, but he is still in school. They need to give us the ability to go outside so we can check out the Impelic area right there.
I forgot how much.
So, if you guys want me to... So, I already did some playthroughs with Spider-Man. I did tell you how I feel how the character is. Oh, they need to make this a fucking room selection. They need to make this, like, fully accessible. Like, this Helic area needs to be full-blown accessible by anything. Like, they shouldn't be, like, packing shit over walls and shit. They should actually give you the ability to go through everywhere. And make this fully functional so you can go to every room. Maybe they might add like a branch of rooms where they might add Spider-Man giving a room. But at the same time, I don't know for sure. I mean, it just makes sense, and I think it's important to do that. But I mean, it's really whatever. This will be really awesome. The Avengers rebuild Golden Acres to be Avengers Mansion. Like, you guys gotta admit, that would be pretty awesome. Alright, so... That's my playthrough of Spider-Man. That's how I feel about the character. What I like about the character. If you guys want to know more, please leave a comment down below. And yeah, well, subscribe. If you guys want me to review other characters, let me know down there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.